Everyone laughed. The whole room erupted in laughter except him. He just stared at me. No smile. No comeback. Just silence. And in that silence, I felt something break. At the time, I thought it was just an awkward moment. A joke that landed wrong. But that moment, that sentence I said to make everyone laugh, it was the beginning of the end. And now I'd give anything to take it back. Have you ever said something you didn't mean and lost someone because of it? Let me know in the comments. I'm listening. My name is Sienna. I'm 31. And this is how I broke something beautiful. Not with a lie or betrayal, but with a joke. Jason was the kind of man who didn't demand attention. He wasn't flashy, didn't dress to impress, didn't need to be the loudest voice in the room. But he had a presence. You know the kind. The calm in a storm. The warmth that makes you feel safe just by being near. We'd been together for almost 2 years. He was thoughtful, dependable, emotionally present. Things I didn't realize were rare until I lost them. It happened at a birthday party for one of my coworkers. We were surrounded by people I didn't know all that well. Friends of friends, partners, distant acquaintances. Everyone had drinks in hand, trying to outfunny each other. I'm witty. It's my thing. It's how I make people like me. Jason, not so much. He's quieter in groups, a listener. But that night, he tried to blend in. Tried to follow the flow of jokes and banter. Until someone said, "What would your boyfriend do if someone tried to rob you?" And I, without even thinking, laughed and said, "Jason?" He'd probably offer the guy a hug and apologize for not having enough cash. The group cracked up. Loud, exaggerated laughter. Someone shouted, "He does look like a softie." And the teasing snowballed. They weren't being mean. It was playful. And I kept it going. Seriously, though, I added, if we ever get mugged, I'm throwing Jason at them and running. More laughter. Louder this time. I was on a roll, but when I looked over at him, he wasn't laughing, not even a fake smile. Just this blank expression. And then he stood up, quietly, grabbed his coat, and left. Everyone went silent for a second. Someone muttered, "Oof." Someone else said, "Didn't mean to hit a nerve." And I just stood there, frozen, still holding my drink, unsure of what just happened. I caught up to him outside. "Jason, come on. It was just a joke." He didn't yell, didn't accuse. He just looked at me and said, "Why would you make me the punchline?" I stared at him. "It wasn't serious." "It doesn't have to be," he said. "It still hurts." I thought he was overreacting. Thought he'd cool off. Thought we'd talk later and laugh about it. But that night, he didn't come back to my place. Didn't answer my calls. Didn't reply to my texts. The next morning, I sent him a message. "I'm sorry if I embarrassed you. It wasn't my intention." He responded, "You didn't just embarrass me. You made me feel small, in front of strangers, and you enjoyed it." That's when it clicked. It wasn't just that I joked. It was how I did it. It was the way I sacrificed his dignity for a laugh. The way I made him the fool so I could be the star. The following days were quiet. He didn't block me. Didn't ghost me. But he didn't reach for me either. When I finally got him to meet up a week later, he was composed. "I'm not mad," he said. "I'm just done trying to convince you to respect me." Those words didn't feel loud. They felt like stone. Heavy. Cold. Unmovable. I begged him to reconsider. Told him it was one mistake. He said, "It's not just one moment. It's a pattern. You've made me the joke before. You just never noticed. Or never cared." He walked away that day. No dramatic ending. No door slam. No tears. Just quiet. Certain. Final. Months passed, and I kept telling myself he'd come back. That he'd miss me. That our connection was too strong to just vanish. But time has a funny way of revealing what ego tries to hide. I started seeing pictures. He was traveling, smiling. He looked lighter. There was no bitterness in his face, only peace. And one day, he posted a photo with someone new. She looked kind, genuine, warm, and I could see in his eyes that look he used to save just for me. He had given it to her now. And that's when I knew. I hadn't just lost him that night. I'd pushed him toward someone who wouldn't treat his love like it was disposable. Someone who wouldn't make him the joke to win a room. So now, when people laugh too loudly at someone else's expense, I go quiet. Because I know what that laughter can cost. If you're watching this, if you've ever turned your partner into a punchline, ask yourself, was it worth the laugh? Because some people, they don't scream, they don't fight, they just walk away. And when they do, they don't come back. Drop a heart if you've ever lost someone good, because you didn't know how to love them right. Let's talk.